Across various layers of the government, a specific kind of infrastructure is quietly being built out. It is a system designed to capture, classify, and eventually domesticate anomalies before they hit the public sphere. We can track this through recent moves regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena. On March 31st, a House Oversight Task Force formally requested specific unreleased UAP video files from Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. While Congress pushes for files, the Pentagon's Anomaly Office, AARO, has expanded its public portal, pairing official imagery with authorized information papers that offer institutional interpretations of sightings. This indicates a transition. The state is routing raw, chaotic reports through a formal institutional sorting mechanism. The goal is to produce sanitized explanations. Anomalies go in and emerge with official labels, like attributing sightings to satellite flaring. These administrative shifts suggest that UAP disclosure is becoming a matter of process. Instead of providing raw answers, the government is establishing a state-sanctioned intake system to ensure every mystery has an official channel and an authorized record. A parallel shift is occurring within the legal architecture that governs how civilian information flows and how narratives are certified. On March 25th, the Department of Justice announced settlements over alleged government coercion of social media platforms. Shortly after, a State Department consent decree placed new restrictions on tools used to suppress or fact-check American speech through 2036. These legal settlements restrict direct government pressure on private platforms, but they do not stop the management of information. They force a change in the venue where that management happens. Overt censorship is becoming a legal risk, so institutions anlösen toward softer methods of influence. Control now looks like curated records, official labels, and institutional certification, granting legitimacy to preferred stories while quietly downgrading others. The brute force of the delete button is being replaced by the more durable power of institutional pre-framing. While public institutions focus on these new administrative funnels, high-influence private actors continue to coordinate interpretive frameworks entirely outside of democratic channels. In Rome, Thiel recently hosted an invitation-only gathering focused on theology, artificial intelligence, and civilizational risk. This closed-door meeting drew reactions from Vatican and political figures, functioning as an off-book site for producing the meanings and narratives that will eventually shape the future. These actors are stress-testing civilizational narratives in private, building the frameworks they believe will be necessary long before those ideas ever reach the public square. But all of these human constructions, the funnels, the legal pivots, and the elite rooms, rely on a physical substrate that is increasingly showing signs of severe stress. This data from NOAA shows the heat signature in the Pacific, with El Niño conditions likely to emerge by mid-2026 and persist through the end of the year. This macro-scale climate shift is already manifesting in localized biological anomalies. In Washington, a dead juvenile gray whale was recently linked to extreme food stress in its feeding grounds. This is part of a systemic decline. The total gray whale population estimate fell to roughly 13,000 in 2025, the lowest point recorded since the 1970s. These are not isolated environmental anecdotes. They are signals of structural strain within the planet's systems, realities that operate independently of any human-made explanation. As institutions build bureaucratic funnels to own and explain reality, the physical world is fracturing. The ultimate danger is focusing too much on the institutional filter while the ground itself shifts beneath you.